All right, let's get started, Caleb. It's your turn to the intro. So you started off the right way.
What's the intro? I don't remember.
Oh,
Go
you've
ahead,
done
guys
8
and
of
gals.
these. You've done 8.
It's me, Oompa.
It keeps evolving.
If Tar doesn't change these in the edit, I'm gonna be really fucking depressed.
Welcome back to the Subordinary Podcast. I'm your the main host. The main reason why everybody's here, Oompaville.
Yeah.
This is my friend Nux. This is my friend Mutahar. This is our
You can't
guest.
just lie. You
It's
can't
our
just
guest,
lie.
Kwite.
I'm
It's okay. It's
He's
your turn
done
to
8
talk
of these
now.
So far. He's done 8 of these, and he just keeps refusing. He's done 8. So
you know,
anyways,
it's a good
we got our guest
podcast.
here.
You know, when you prepare. Okay, my turn to talk now. Okay, now your turn.
Press your button. You didn't press your button.
Well, you know whose turn it is to talk? It's our guest, Kwite. How's it going, Kwite? How's it all popping for you?
I mean, it was going good until Oompa didn't call me one of his friends. Like, that shit hurt.
You're the guest. You're the guest.
You had your Wizard of Oz moment right now, Oompa. Congratulations. Just like tell him he wasn't special enough.
I need constant validation.
This is why people ghost us, Oompa. This is why
It's all me.
ghost.
And here I was sitting here thinking I was just the handsome one, not the rabble rouser.
Yeah, you're the eye candy.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Actually, I will say Caleb is in fact the eye candy. I won't lie. Like, you know, he's getting me a little hot and bothered the last few
You like
episodes, I'll be
the
honest.
mustache only look I just shaved like an hour ago.
I can barely see
yesterday
it, but that is
Yeah, you
Yeah.
tweeted
workplace
that out. I was
hazard.
terrified.
Well, that was from July.
Oh,
Well,
foreshadowing.
obviously,
Yeah,
you have a
that was
mustache.
a long time
You
ago.
can't scare us.
Yeah.
You can't scare us like that. I was
It
like,
was
"Who's gonna
terrible."
he's gonna come clean shaven for us? Jesus.
On the outside, Oompy's like a really handsome individual. On the inside, he's the type of guy that would say L+ ratio.
100% workplace hazard, dog.
Oh, dude, no doubt.
By the way, I rated Kwite on Twitch the other day, and I was so tempted to get my chat to do L+ ratio.
I would have cried.
Speech,
I would have
brother.
actually cried on
God,
stream.
that's a fucking bannable offense.
I
How
know.
dare
Fucking
you,
hate
like
speech, brother.
harass
No, but I would have
somebody
done it as a
doing
meme,
right there.
obviously. But then
It's
my
ironic,
braless
that's
wife
funny.
told
Wait,
me not to
Your
do
Honor,
it, so
it was
I decided not
ironic.
to.
Your Honor, I was just pretending to be neurodivergent.
Your Honor, I was
You're
just
right. It was a
trolling.
self-aware murder.
Oh God, I swear, if anybody says self-aware murder, he just throws in like dark memories of Among Us into my head.
It was a
That was a
self-report.
time on the internet. That was such a time on the internet, like the Among Us era, and I'm so glad it's fucking over.
I mean,
I'm so glad.
I'm glad Among Us is over, but I kind of want like another game like it because it was so easy to reach out to folk back then. Like, just I met so
Oh,
many
yeah,
random
dude.
fucks
True.
back then.
You want to play Among Us? Yeah, I. That's where I've made almost all the people that I have as friends now was during that era.
It's very like dependent on who you played Among Us with, because I realized like, okay, you'd get into like some Discord. I'm not naming names, but I'm sure as fuck that if anybody's watching, you know who I'm talking about. like you go into some Discord groups and it's like the most I take myself really seriously in
Oh,
this Among Us
yeah,
server
you
lobby.
got
I'm like,
those-
bro.
Bro.
I'm like,
So,
Yeah,
I know it's funny. Like the only big YouTuber Among Us server that I was in, I know it's in retrospect it sounds a little sus, but more sus than a character from Among Us, I would say. But it was
It was more
Gus
sus than a character from Among
Johnson's
Us.
server.
You hit the weekly quota, by the way. Thank you, Nux.
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
wait, you were in Gus's server?
Yes, I was. I played Among Us
Oh,
with
fuck.
Sus Johnson himself, who was pretty great.
See, I only okay. So here's the I did not know about who Gus Johnson was until this whole like
Same.
drama started. I'll be real. Like, I don't know. This might say, people on the internet are like, "Oh, Muta, you're being more sus than a character from." Like,
Overboard. Too many.
now we are not yeah. But like, I didn't know who Gus Johnson really was. Like, I think I've seen a clip of his on like my mom's Facebook like feed. Like she's been scrolling around. It's like, oh, who's this like fine fella? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I don't know everyone on the internet, Mom. Okay, I don't know what you want me to say. But like, fucking, when this whole like drama or whatever came, I'm like, oh shit, oh god, they
So-
really should have kept this one offline.
So I actually find this drama pretty interesting because I think he tried to make a response video. So to catch people up, basically, it came out that his girlfriend had an ectopic pregnancy and it was really hard for her. And with receipts, she proved that he was in fact a shitty boyfriend at the time, to put it lightly. So his response video to the drama, in my opinion, was the skit that he posted like 2 weeks after. Right when YouTube removed the dislikes feature, he uploaded a skit where like if you're in gym class and you get hit by a ball and it's like, oh, so much pain, and like making a bigger deal of it than it is. Like that was the skit that he posts after this, and I was like, whoa, dude. That's kind of
That's
weird.
what-
I didn't keep up with the drama at all.
Yeah, I was like very passively following it, but like I wasn't hooked in.
It wasn't as funny as the other drama.
Yeah, right. Like it wasn't like when Sniper Wolf ghosted a dying
Oh
fan
my
or something.
god.
It's like, oh, this one's gonna make me feel bad. Shit.
Well, everyone was like, "Oh, Sniper Wolf's evil," and I'm like, "Yo, fucking girl boss moves right here." She's like, "There's no
Gaslight,
way I
you
can
know.
fucking."
Girl boss too
I'm
close
like,
to the sun.
Like if I was like Sniper Wolf, I guess I'm like at a point where I'm like, oh god, do I make millions of dollars a day fucking reviewing a TikTok that I didn't even watch, or call a kid with cancer for 5 minutes? Fuck cancer! I gotta make some TikTok videos. I'm like,
Bitcherous.
shit, that's like, yeah, I'm like, dude, that's like some fucking 10 head like 1,000 IQ like girl boss moves, you know? Because like that girl's gonna get to see Stan Lee the next day anyway, so it's like it doesn't really
Oh
fucking
my
matter.
God.
She's gonna meet every celebrity in history. She's been maxing her time.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially after that, if that's like they're gonna be lining up just in spite of Sniper Wolf.
If I give one cancer patient 5 minutes, they're all gonna want 5 minutes. I can't do
Dude,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck, I can't give cancer that much time a day. Fuck that.
Like I'll have
Yeah.
plenty
Like-
of time to give cancer when I'm 70. All right, when it takes me, I'll do all my hours then.
Yeah, exactly. She'll do his community service hours later in life. Right now, it's time to party.
Speaking of community service, I have a stand-up routine that I've got written down. If you guys would like to go across the country and do stand-up in only old folks' homes with me, let's do it. 2022.
That's
I'm so down.
That's the easiest job in the world.
You just
But,
you just
I'm
say
signing
stuff.
up for it.
You just say stuff, and then
Oh.
you just give the old people attention, and they'll be like, you
Are
know,
you my
That's like
grandson?
how
I
they
feel, I
applaud.
feel like that's like the introduction to those really old South Park episodes where like Matt and Trey were in the retirement homes and shit.
That's true. Yeah,
You literally have a captive audience.
yeah. They're literally they can't leave. Yeah.
They can't run away.
What are you gonna do? Go lay down?
Yeah, what are you? Yeah, what are you gonna boo me away?
You gonna walk
so you have
away?
no one to
You
listen
gonna
to?
walk away from the
Or-
stage at 2 miles per hour?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
could
Have a
walk
heart
over there.
attack?
That's like really ableist in those retirement home communities because I'm sure like the ratio of walkers is probably like 50-50, you know? It's like maybe more like wheel away type
I'm sure at least one of the
that's
people
more-
in those homes can still backflip. Probably at least one.
Yeah, once.
There's
I'm
a
sure-
lot of
I'm
different
sure
old
one of
people
those-
out there.
Their
Have you seen
last
Madonna?
backflip.
Do you think like retirement homes are kind of like prison communities in a lot of ways where
Yeah.
there's like a fucking there's like a main bitch operating the fucking ward, you know what I mean?
I've
Yeah.
heard there's some bad shit in elder care
Yeah, I've heard
facilities.
a lot of
Yeah.
abuse.
Oh yeah. Well, like is it by like other like elderly?
I think the
other
old
elderly?
folks
It's like
are
it's like the
they just
staff,
fuck.
I think, a lot of the time.
Sorry, they copulate.
Maybe that's like
How?
okay, Liz. Maybe it's like a front thing. Maybe they're all just having like fucking wild sex orgies.
They
and,
are.
like and we just don't
No
know.
no doubt. At any given, say there's 1,000 old folks' homes in Texas right now. 10% gangbang at the moment right now.
It's
Yeah.
our
I really
gangbang
like the
network.
idea of like an elderly home as a mob front.
That'd be easy.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like
could
there's,
mob
there's
do
a
you
lot
think
of money
that-
to
do
be
you think
made in
there's,
those.
like-
Like, do you know how much they charge for like a room?
Yeah,
They are expensive.
it's insane.
Yeah,
They
there's
can't
probably
cost
some
that much.
laundering
Most of
going
that's
on.
definitely from like drug running.
The amount of money
You think the
people
old-
pay to
you
get
think
rid of
the
their
old people are running
grandparents.
some-
is
I
so
think
sad.
they're the front for the people who are running the drugs.
Maybe yeah. I mean, like, I don't. Maybe that's what we should do. Fuck the whole like stand-up comedy. We should like infiltrate ourselves into like retirement home communities and expose the drug trafficking network that exists within them. Because there ain't no way old ass Muriel is making fucking pies and cookies.
I mean,
Yeah.
She got to be sticking some fucking H into that stuff.
I mean, if you guys need a plant, Nux already has white hair. He's basically halfway there.
Let's
That
go.
is true. But he's also a cartoon, and old people get scared of that real quick.
They'll look at me and they'll be like, "Are you a guy?"
Are you what little Billy says, Hen? No.
Little Billy.
Oh,
Little
God.
Billy.
Little
That's what-
Billy.
Little Billy.
You know,
Every
assuming
old person has a little Billy.
Well, yeah, little Billy shows up with the iPad with like, oh, he's got the tentacles and all the crazy cartoon stuff.
Mhm.
Bro, AI is actually in the news though. I know we're memeing around, but did you see the Tifa Lockhart Italian Senate thing?
Oh wait, I heard
Wait.
about
How
that in passing.
Induit that lady was? Can we talk about how Induit the Senate lady was? She was like, oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I didn't hear about this.
I heard about
All
it.
right,
You
Didn't
didn't
see
hear
it.
about- in the Italian Senate right now, they're doing like Zoom calls to like run their Senate meetings and shit. So like in the middle of the Senate meeting, like Tifa and Cloud like straight up porn, like literally what he has in his screen just started playing in the background.
This was playing.
Yeah, like literally, it was just like fucking, oh, Cloud, destroy my insides, give me the seventh heaven or some bullshit.
Oh my god.
And it
like,
was on
everyone
for
was, like,
it was
kinda
on for
freaking
a
out a
full
little bit,
30
except-
seconds. A full 30
Thir-
seconds.
30 seconds. The only one that wasn't freaking out, and I shit you not, was like the one like the host, like the runner of the Senate, I guess. I don't know Italian politics too well, but like she's just like kind of staring at it like, oh fuck, oh shit, this is fucking nice.
I feel like she saw it, just decided to let it
like
run.
that.
Mamma mia, Marcello! This is not how you hold a penis.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it was. That's the Italian Senate. It's like fucking if Ted Cruz was like fingering himself because like hentai started playing in the middle of like some.
Guys,
Do you
this
remember
episode's
when he
gonna get
liked gay
demonetized.
on his Twitter account?
Oh,
right?
It will. Ted Cruz is the one that shared that kind of stuff before, right?
Yeah,
shared
he's
some
like
adult stuff.
on his Twitter account, I think.
He blamed it on his like Twitter secretary.
Yeah, he's like, my secretary kept liking these.
Yeah, that wasn't me or anything.
It's not like guys.
No
I would
doubt
never.
it was
I
him,
would
bro.
never.
You think it'll be a scandal? And I'm be honest, you think it's gonna be a scandal if like Biden, like tomorrow it leaks that like his email was tied to like 300 OnlyFans creators?
No,
I think his approval rating will go up.
I would. Yeah,
Really?
that would make me like him.
That
more.
would immediately make him cool. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Bill Clinton effect. You're like, oh, he got ahead in the White House. And now
Yeah.
he's,
It's like
fucking
shit. He's
popular.
hitting it up with like fucking Jessica Negri. Like, damn.
Damn,
Joe
he knows what's
Biden.
going on.
Joe Biden knows women well.
Like Joe Biden, like he gets criticized for being like a misogynist. He's like, fuck that. Look at how many OnlyFans I'm up to. You think I'm a misogynist? What's wrong with you?
I talk with women
Goddamn.
all the time.
I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be like the anger on the internet, but like you're right. His approval rating, I'd vote for him again. Fuck
It'd
it.
be a hell of a video for
If
me.
he-
You're
I'll tell you
Canadian.
that.
It doesn't matter, okay? Like I'll just fucking commit voter fraud. Okay,
That's true.
To that right there.
Just go to old folks' home. They all vote even after they've died.
Yeah, it's true.
Just find one that's old and dying.
See, this is how we get demonetized. This is how we get striked, Caleb, because you're
True.
promoting conspiracies. Okay,
And I will
The only
continue. Joe Biden
only-
is a lizard.
the only actually, I don't even believe that's a conspiracy. I
You think he's a
every
lizard?
Politicians will, yeah, dude. Actually,
I think like a lot of people think he's a lizard because he is really wrinkly. But I think that's just because he's 80. Like that motherfucker did not have a skincare routine, and like when he was 30, I swear to God.
Have you
I think
seen
he
his?
looks good
Didn't he
for 80,
change though? Didn't his like ears change or something?
I didn't hear about that.
Nux left.
he left as soon as we talked about lizards, so it's kind of fucking scary.
Little suspect.
Maybe he is a lizard. That's why he has a PNG.
That's why he shows up as an NFT. It's fucking scary. No, but I actually believe every politician's a lizard because it's like you can't look like it's like the Queen, you know, like she's still functioning at like 1,000 years old. So I'm like,
Yeah, the
there
regenerative
ain't no
properties.
way. Yeah, like she's it's. Listen, if my politician's like a Resident Evil T virus, I'm not gonna be mad. That's kind of cool, you know, like fucking tyrants running the goddamn country. Like, go ahead, shit, that's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna be mad.
Honestly,
You know,
yeah,
I'm not-
like if they're lizards and they're open about it, like that'd be chill. Like whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
dope. Put him in a
At
little
least be
terrarium.
honest with me. Yeah, like
bugs.
be honest about
Yeah, like
it.
throw,
right?
throw like a
just
big
be, like,
spider in there,
serious.
see if they like slurp it up into the
Yeah.
Senate chamber. Just like like a big jar of them.
It's like, where are the eggs? Where's she laying eggs? Where's Hillary laying? Fucking Hillary, I definitely believe is a fucking lizard. That's for sure.
Yeah, all the mainstream like your like NASCAR type, as in they have a bunch of sponsors and stuff, and they're just bought and paid for. That's what I mean by NASCAR. Your standard like politicians that are relatively centrist, but like one will run for the right, one will run for the left. But like
You're like Ted Cruz's, yeah.
yeah. Well, I think he's might even be further to the right. I'm talking about like your Joe Bidens and your Hillary Clintons and your George Bushes and your Mitt Romneys and your Obamas. Like they're all kind of, they're not really one side compared to the rest of the world. They're all pretty much on the same spectrum.
Yeah, the cluster's
They're all
real tight in America.
they're all globalist shills. Fucking lizards.
Oh,
say globalist real
Nuxa
nice.
said
I
his
like that.
apartment lost power.
God damn it.
That's what happens when you live in like Montreal. I guess we'll have to trudge on. Our host, one of our hosts, has lost actual
Rest in
energy
peace.
to his.
Let's have a moment of silence for him. All right, that's long enough.
Wow, I showed there. Whoops.
Oh fuck! That definitely does. He lives in Montreal. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like now that he's not here to defend his fucking home province, I can like completely shit on it all I want. Like it doesn't. You know how fucking weird it feels to watch Caleb drink Starbucks? Holy shit! After all this fucking cult stuff, his like 35-inch gun barrel. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey guys,
It's so
He's
weird.
just a city
It's
gal.
so
He's
weird.
just
I
a
don't.
city gal.
That's like fucking with me a little bit. I'm like, dude, he's like in the country. They have. You don't live in a rural place. Eat my ass.
I do live in a
okay?
rural place.
Yeah, and yet he's got Starbucks.
There's
That's
a Starbucks.
like
It's there's like a college nearby, so there's a Starbucks. There's a
nice.
bunch of coffee places, and that's pretty much all we have.
That makes sense.
It's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
And I tell you what, Starbucks fucking sucks. Fucking
They
terrible.
have like some.
It's closed
They have
sometimes.
like a pistachio. Yeah, no, it's. You know what's really weird? They have like a lineup at Starbucks, and I swear to God, they're too pretentious to fucking have one. Like,
Yeah.
when anytime in the States, so like over here we have like good old Tim Hortons, which is dog shit coffee, anyways. Like really dog shit. Like I think the best coffee is like McDonald's, like 100%.
Yeah.
Like they're not pretentious about it.
Mhm.
You know, you go to a McDonald's like any time of the day, bitch, we'll give you a Big Mac. We'll give you some McNuggets. We don't even care.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
This will give you 30-degree burns, and we're upfront about it.
It is
Like,
fucking hot, bro.
Dude, you go to a McDonald's at 2 in the fucking morning, and they already know what's happening. Oh, this guy's already high as shit. Like, we already know what's going on.
It's like we got you covered. Don't worry.
Dude, I was coming home. You know, I pulled up to a McDonald's at like 1 in the morning. I was coming home from my buddy's place. Dude, she like knew that I was like fucking on. I wasn't even high, but like she treated me like I was high. She was speaking like slower. Like she was like, "Do you want McNuggets?"
Yeah, stretch the syntax on that one.
Yeah. I was like, and then I was like,
Nuggets.
yeah, I'm like, sure, I'd want some chicken. Like I was even responding like that too. But like their coffee is the best, unironically. Like McDonald's just knows what's up. They know they know their demographic well. You go to a Starbucks, dude. The line's like 13 miles long. Okay. All right, there's like motherfuckers coming up with the wildest recipes that I've never heard of. Like, I want this grande frappuccino, like pistachio, like cream,
With
like
cold
dude,
foam.
yeah, like you have no idea what you're ordering. Okay, like what the fuck is a nitro brew? That sounds like something. That sounds like something I'd put in my car.
That's
okay?
it's an exhaust pipe
Like-
extension, dog.
Yeah, like a nitro. That's like when you go and put gas in your car. You pick that little like Supreme option, and it's like, do you want the nitro brew? It'll make your car go like 3,000 miles faster. I'm like, shit, why not?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and that's coffee.
I think I'm in like the minority of folks whose favorite thing about Starbucks is the breakfast food. Like those egg bacon bites they have are delicious. Like I love those things.
Okay,
I think you might be in the minority.
I'm on his. No, I'm on his side.
Okay, I'm the minority.
Bomb. Yeah, no, you're
fine.
clearly the 20
For the first time ever! Yes!
Wow, fighting two people of color on this one, Caleb. I see how it is.
I don't know. Caleb's taking on Tupac's right now, and he's fucking coming out losing.
Call us Tupac.
No, but like, yeah, you go to like the fucking Star, and then the worst part is, it's like when the lines are too long and you complain about it, they're like, "Why don't you just mobile order, bro?" I'm like, dude, I ain't downloading a fucking app right now,
Yeah,
making a
fuck
goddamn
off.
account, sticking my card in, and you're just like ordering. Fuck that. I want coffee. You serve, and you go up there, and they're like mixing 35 different goddamn ingredients, and it's like, dude. All right, like it's a Starbucks, okay? Like it's not. What is this? Am I at like the Rolex store or some shit? Like, is the guard gonna come out and like hand out my coffee to me? Like, eat my ass,
Bro, I live like the most stereotypical YouTuber I know. I like order every time I want Starbucks. Like I don't fucking stand in lines. Like I'm too socially like anxious.
You get it delivered
like-
to you?
Postmates every day.
Yeah, that's what I did to this. I would never go to
pigsty.
Starbucks.
Man, I'm like the one guy that just doesn't do it because every time I go onto the Postmates app and I look at how much they charge me for the delivery, I'm like, what the fuck? You want me to pay you more to deliver my shitty coffee than I'm paying for the shitty coffee? Eat my ass cheek.
It's just not a problem. I'm a billionaire.
Texas has their own delivery app called Favor. It's pretty good. It's very cheap.
Is like the delivery like good on that?
Yeah. The delivery fee is I think it's $1.25, something like that, for at least where I live. And you can go ahead.
Do they deliver to like weird shady parts of Texas for the same amount?
I don't know. I think it's very specific. I'm actually surprised they deliver here, but it's like the delivery driver. There's no logography like with DoorDash. Sometimes they'll have a DoorDash bag or like a DoorDash sticker. Favor, it's just a country boy delivers your coffee.
It's a country boy
It's a
delivery.
country boy. Yeah, he's corn fed. You know, he's got like he'll have like
Cruelty-free.
wheat hulls on his body from being in the field all day. And
You just got off
with
a
your
ship.
coffee. Where's your coffee? It's me, Roy. With your order from Starbucks.
Yeah, I just wonder if they're like so keen on delivering to like the weird parts. Yo, when I was in Texas, I'm gonna be honest, Caleb, there's so many fucking shady ass parts in the cities. Like,
Well, in
when I was
Houston,
in Houston, dude, when I was in Houston, it was like fucking just like a chessboard, like, you know, like the fucking normal like part.
Yes.
Like it was just scattered in a weird way because it's like
Yeah.
you literally drive your car 5 minutes, crack den alley.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes later, Whole Foods.
Houston's bad. Houston's the most dangerous city in Texas. Second is South
it?
Dallas. Yeah.
I was always told like Dallas or some
South
shit would
Dallas.
be bigger. I don't know. Houston would be like fucking
Yeah.
Well, Houston felt worse because I was driving through this place. I will never forget Alabama Street. I'm gonna like tattoo that shit on my body somewhere. Like, stay fucking far away from Alabama Street, Texas, somewhere in my body. So like when I die, when I die, like the guy who's like checking my body for like taking my organs out, it's like, oh shit, that's a good message. I'm gonna write that down.
Dude,
not necessarily
or if you're like the guy from Memento, it's just etched on your body so you never forget.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. So like if I ever have like brain like loss and shit, like I only remember the last 15 minutes and I'm looking at my like naked body on like the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, stay away from that street. Good shit. Don't go to that part in
What
Houston.
the fuck is nasty?
Dude, I went down in that street. Oh fuck, let me tell you, like it's like the Costco of crack cocaine. Like cars parked to the right, like fucking. Dude, there was like one person. I was like, you cannot give them a hit. You can't. I swear, one person had superpowers. They were like fucking crawling around all over the place. I'm like, shit.
Huh.
Some cryptids there, huh?
Oh, there were cryptids. There was this one person that was like so high. Like I was slowly driving behind him because they were like walking on the street like it was like Walking Dead or something. And I'm like, I can't run this person over. Okay, that would be wrong. So I kind of just have to watch them stumble.
Bad thoughts, Muda.
It was so bad. This person was so high that the local neighborhood drug dealers were refusing service. Like they were just like,
sir, you're too fucked up.
Yeah, she would go up to one car and was like, "Can I? Okay, whatever. Let me go up to another car." And she had the money. Like I saw the money in the back pocket. It's not like she didn't have money. She was just so high that I think that like I guess the Hippocratic oath that the drug dealers might have taken kicked in and said, "I'm not gonna give her anything." Okay.
Yeah,
because we don't
morals.
want some
drug dealers have the same etiquette as like bartenders. They're like, "I'm cutting you off for the night. You've had enough."
Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. I'm one of the first few people to try the 4.0 trimmer from manscaped.com. And I'll be honest, the craftsman and detail on the 4.0 are on a next ethereal level, like just beyond control. You know, I used to be testicular damage was the norm back before I used to shave my nuts, but ever since the Manscaped technology, the skin-safe technology hit, I feel more confident putting a blade up to my testes than I ever have before. Manscaped has engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin-safe technology. And again, I feel confident shaving my balls. The upgraded trimmer includes a multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock. It also gives you the ability to turn a 4,000 Kelvin LED spotlight on and off when you need for that super precise ambient lighting shave down there. The 4.0 also allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes 1 all the way through 4. And did I mention wireless charging? This is the future, okay? This is advanced technology. The new wireless system uses electromagnetic induction and can help battery length last longer. Men, have you been using the same razor that you would near your mouth that you've also been using your pubes? No one wants to do that. Nobody wants pubes in their teeth. That's not normal. It's time to get your own ball hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time and enhance your confidence with some nice smooth boys. Get 20% off and free shipping with code SOP at manscaped.com. Your balls will certainly thank you.
I fucking hate when bartenders kind of do that shit. Like, clearly, I've had, like, one bartender once, like, after 2 beers, she was like, are you driving? I'm like, yeah, 3 hours from now. We're gonna have to, like, cut you off a little bit. I'm like, 3 hours from now? You don't think my fat ass is gonna metabolize 2 fucking Bud Lights? Okay. All right, now, shit, I guess.
Ain't exactly shots.
I know they don't do a lot of shit out in Texas.
No.
The amount of signs I drove by where it was like, love Jesus.
Oh, man.
Machine guns, only $70. It's like, fuck, okay.
Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. They're a little more. All right.
Well, no, they were rental. They were rental.
Even that's
if there was a machine gun for $70, I'd be fucking buying, and I shouldn't be smuggling it back home.
Yeah, it'd be very, very hard to get back.
Yeah, no, very, very difficult. Canada's very much against any of that. Actually, I'll say, like, I think the COVID requirements are more intense than the gun requirements, because
that's insane.
I told you, I was like 3 hours like on a window from like getting myself retested, and I'm pretty sure I went positive.
Yeah, no doubt. You were in Texas.
Yeah, that's what I was like in Texas, and like, so everyone that I was with was like, okay, why are you wearing a mask there, buddy? What's wrong with you? Like, it was kind of like,
or something.
Well, like, Kwite over here, he was like being very, mask on right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
COVID
I looked
forward.
like when I landed. When I landed in Texas, that's what I looked like, and everyone in the area was like, "What's wrong with you, buddy?" that's what those lizard people do. Like fucking,
Joe
I don't
Biden.
know.
You gotta do like you gotta take the conspiracy angle where it's like, bro, we live in a surveillance state. I'm trying to stay anonymous, like some shit like that.
You think like people who are like shady as fuck would actually promote mask usage because like, wow, all these like cameras around that are scanning me. It's like, wow, now they created one device. Now they created one mandate where I can just get away with doing.
I was
crazy
surprised
shit.
that after the mask mandate, it took a few months for like bank robberies of people wearing these kind of masks to like get in the news. Like I didn't get a tweet of somebody robbing a bank that looked like me until like April 2020.
I was just about to say, you literally look like the Unabomber.
So I've been told.
You literally look like the Unabomber, like to a T.
I was on Nux's other podcast, and they said that about me too.
Okay.
Do you ever get confused like that? Does the FBI ever like come and say, "Hold on there, Mr. White, calm down now. We got to take off the mask real quick. We need to make sure."
I'm still getting sponsors, so it can't be that bad of a resemblance.
Yeah, but I'm sure even in today's age, the Unabomber could get a fucking like Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
You ever written a book?
A lot of people. I've reviewed some, but a lot of people like the Unabomber nowadays. So maybe I should fold it into the
10K?
marketing.
I just want to say for YouTube, we do not like
We do
the
not
Unabomber.
like the
We
Unabomber.
are
I do have
actually
his book.
against him.
I do own his book, and I have read it. Industrial Society and Its Future.
I have Reddit too. I love Reddit.
I love
the
how
worst
like
joke
he
I've made,
owns
sorry.
the wild. Your house is like a giant ATF fucking
It
like
really is.
hard on.
No, seriously.
like if Caleb gets raided one day and I'm reading the news, Texan man if FBI raid Texan home, find tons of long barrel firearms and
All
Unabomber
legal.
books. I'm like,
All
that's
legal.
yeah.
All proper.
Yeah, all legal.
Proper stamps and licenses. Everything required.
Well, it's like if they ever say like an unidentified man, I'll be like, oh, that's Caleb. I know fucking 100%.
It's like I know that guy.
Handsome man.
He wasn't at the recording last week. I know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, that's what he was really flaky about telling me. I see how it is. That's the one thing. I think out of all of us, I think Caleb would be the one person who would be posting bail to first on this whole thing.
I think so. You might be right.
Dude, I just want to take a screenshot of your head next to that big fucking jug. It looks so funny.
It's only a gallon. It looks way bigger. It looks like more than a gallon.
Yeah, I want to get me one of those because I feel like that's a good way to track your water intake throughout the day. But I needed one with a straw because I can't lift that shit, dog. It's too big.
Yeah, dude. He lives like a goddamn meme sometimes.
I
It's
really
like
do.
everything has to just be bigger.
It's weird. I don't know why.
Like you live like
And
your
it's
videos.
it's a funny thing.
watch.
It's like,
I also have
wait,
this.
say it again.
He lives like the way his videos are paced.
That is true. Fast paced. What? Are you playing fucking origami now, dude?
Is that paper mache?
No, it's a 3D printed dino pussy.
Oh shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I burnt it a little bit with my little lighter because it was very lewd. This front thing here is something terrible you shouldn't be looking at on YouTube.
The dynasty?
No, you shouldn't.
It's a dinosaur, yeah. It was a dinosaur.
So Caleb, how does it feel to like finally after you saw the crypto market die a couple days ago, you were like, now everyone feels like me and the monkeys, you know? Everyone's bleeding dry on the internet.
I am non-ironically reveling in it. I love it.
watching the destruction. I do.
I was actually drinking pretty heavy because of that shit, man. It did not feel good. I was down like 20 cash. It was not good.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It's just like, so I remember like this is during my height of like NFTs and crypto stuff. And like I liquidated out like a year plus ago at this point. And I did it because like I don't want to sound like I'm the fucking messiah and I can foresee this shit, but like I kind of foreseed a little bit of it because it's like the only way crypto's headed is like you have to have some regulation, and when that regulation kicks in, the price will nosedive because I guess the one like, you know, just the one like good factor of it will finally be destroyed. But when I saw like the price go down, I was kind of like, oh shit, like there was some anger going on, but like every market kind of fell that day. I don't want to pretend like I didn't hurt in some capacity. Because I was hurting too. I wasn't hurting as bad as like my crypto brethren, but like I was.
I'll say though, it was a good day to get in. It was a
well.
good day to get in. Like if you hadn't before,
It is.
It was a good day.
Like
Well, yeah, if you had like the liquid, you could just fucking pour your ass in.
yeah, like I bought a little of the dip, and I think I'll probably be fine. But
Yeah, it'll
think
certainly.
you'll
I think it'll go back up.
but I'll tell you this: it's fucking Putin's fault, man. He invaded Kazakhstan, and now like my fucking Bitcoin miners are off commission.
What about when he invades Ukraine next week?
I don't know how many Bitcoin miners
dude,
there.
I don't know how. I don't know, Caleb. Like, I've been getting this thing hyped up for me forever. Like, World War III is about to happen.
Whoa.
It's never happened.
This is going to be
And
just
it
like the
went into
Battlefield
Crimea.
2042 release. Complete disappointment.
Yeah. Like he like I feel like not Biden, like Putin's like one of those fucking dudes that like he just like he can't commit. Okay, he can't like fully jack you off. You know, he kind of like lays there, kind of like rubs you off a little bit, but he never commits.
He's
to
real
it,
into edging.
Never. Yeah, he's just a fucking serial edger, and I hate it.
That
you know?
fucking
like,
tease.
yeah, literally, like honestly, Biden needs to like fucking whip out the fucking Kremlin like call and be like, "You cock tease, fucking do it.
Let me come.
Bring it on.
Let me come.
Imagine how bad it must be to feel like Biden, like you're like 80 fucking years old, you're finally president of the country. Fuck, you got a pandemic to deal with.
Yeah.
Fucking the Russians are losing their
I know.
shit.
It's-
Like,
I mean, like, talk about the odds being not in your favor, and everything's gotten substantially worse.
yeah,
Since
yeah,
like everything has
exactly.
just gotten worse.
And he's just like, well, unemployment's down a little bit. Woo, we got some jobs, yeah.
Woo, people are working again.
And then he's like, student debt. He's like, what?
What's that? Never
Wait,
heard
what?
of that.
Wait, I promised what? Wait, I promised
Yeah.
that I get rid of it. Y'all are fucking out of your mind.
I don't remember.
Shit, I'm a politician.
I don't remember.
I'm old.
He like starts falling asleep. He's like, "Oh, please forget about this." Like, just no, but it's got to be tough for a man that's like in his 80s to be dealing with everything against him. That's why
Is
you
he
shouldn't
80?
vote
I thought he was
people in.
78 or something.
He's real close to 80. He'll be 80 like if he goes for a second term.
Yeah, he's 79. He's 79.
I thought
years
Bernie
old.
was the only 80-year-old.
He was 79 last I
Bernie?
checked, so probably 80 now.
I think he's like 80.
Bernie is in fact 80 years
To
old.
put it in
80.
perspective, though, like Reagan was the oldest president when he aged out. Biden was the oldest going in, which is nuts.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. We need to get a young guy. Let's get like a teenager in there or something.
I could do it.
Caleb, you should run for president.
I will.
I feel like this should be the podcast episode. What we would do as president of the United
My
States.
presidential, this is my pedestal, my presidential pedestal. Ask me my first question. What would I do?
What would you do?
What would you do, Caleb? What would you do as president?
Well,
of
you got to
the
give me
biggest
more,
country?
something more specific.
Okay, like fucking, would you actually go to war with Biden, or would you fucking edge me off too?
Would I
There's
go
the
to
real
war with
thing.
Biden?
Not Biden. Sorry,
Fuck
I keep
yeah!
forgetting them all.
Oh.
There you go. See, that's
Whoa,
the
Lockheed
excitement
Martin
that
contracts,
I
let's
fucking
go.
want.
Yeah, dude. First, I would fill my cabinet with employees of Lockheed Martin, Colt,
I think that's already a thing.
Remington. Oh, what? I would fill my cabinet with people that are tied to the military-industrial complex and that have been tied to it historically. I would create a helicopter company that makes helicopters that are very similar to Apaches, and then I would make my wife run it, and then I would start a war that is based specifically on helicopter warfare.
That sounds
I
like
just
that's a
love
good
how
point.
much you can tell that he's an Alex Jones fan without him telling you that he's an Alex Jones fan.
I
Personally,
would name my wife Ladybird.
I just love how it's like fucking, if he never told you that he watches every single thing Alex Jones makes,
I don't.
you'd figure it out.
I
do though.
don't.
That's the thing. Like I do, because I unironically like just love like
He's
like,
funny.
I love
Unbridled
oh,
entertainment.
dude.
He's genuinely entertaining.
Like people tell me it's
Inarguable.
like, oh, you're falling into like some scary like fucking. I'm like, dude, I don't believe any of the shit that he said. I just put on Infowars on the side because like once you get Alex Jones talking about something, it's just like boom, boom, boom. It's like synapses firing off for him. Like he'll just switch from topic like frogs being gay to like the military-industrial complex.
They're putting
to, like
Lexapro
time
in the water
travel.
supply.
Yeah, like he's like, Mexico's discovering time travel to take on the DEA back in the day. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, okay,
They're
shit.
bailing out Gustavo Cirola as the guy from Rooster
Yeah.
Teeth.
He's one of the only people
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
could run like a solo podcast and have every episode just like not have a boring moment.
That's what he's been doing that for 20 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's a 20. I think ever since like it's funny because like a month ago I saw this clip of him, like this 9/11 clip where like before 9/11 he was like totally fine, like he's like a standard like he's like a just reporter.
Yeah, he was
Once
slightly
9/11
fringe.
happened, once not slightly is like compared to what he is now. Holy shit, that was like moderate Alex.
Well, because he
versus,
called
like-
9/11 like before it happened, and they in the 90s he did a lot of stuff. He was also handsome as shit in the 90s. Have you guys seen what he looks like?
Oh, he's
I have not,
fucking
no.
gorgeous,
Fucking
yeah.
hot, dude. And he was jacked
dude.
too. But yeah. Anyways, he picketed outside politicians' fences, like right wing politicians in the 90s. He was in the 90s. He was not right wing or left wing. He was just anti-establishment, which is pretty noble. I'm pretty I'm not an anarchist, but I think that's cool. I think there should always be like a force that goes against the grain of, Coca-Cola, the government, all these giant fucking corporations.
Why are you
Pepsi
so
fan. Big
against
Pepsi fan.
Coca-Cola? Am I missing out on
The
a
Koch
fucking...
brothers, bro, they fucking suck. What are you talking about?
No, but like I like Coca-Cola.
I like
man. You can't
Pepsi
just be
better.
shitting on me.
I
I don't know. That's gonna be
I
the
don't.
Pepsi is like fucking Pepsi's like Costco branded fucking.
I like Dr. Pepper. Who makes that?
I like
7
Coke
Up.
more than I like
Every
Coke more than
Texan I've ever
Pepsi.
met
But
is
like, if you're at a restaurant and they say, we don't have Coke, we have Pepsi. Have you ever said no?
No.
Exactly. It's
I
like,
have.
Really?
Well,
I have. Yeah.
he's Canadian.
Well, I came in for fucking Coke. I didn't come in for Pepsi.
You
so
came
it's
into
like,
the restaurant just for Coke?
Well, as a drink, yeah, I want
You're-
Coke. I fucking hate.
You're
Pepsi.
like inhuman. I have never met someone who's done
Interesting.
What? Okay, well, it's a service industry. Like, motherfuckers better have some goddamn Coca-Cola.
Do you also
It's
not
like,
leave a tip when they don't have Coke?
oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Guy
that's
will
rough,
not
buddy.
fucking hole.
Exposed.
Well, it didn't- okay, listen. My philosophy on tipping is like this. Okay, like if I go to a place and like all you did is like fucking take the top off the Corona and give it to me, is that really fucking worth the fucking tip though? Like I'll give you a tip, but it's not gonna be like the fucking juicy tip that people die for. It's like different.
The logic works in Canada because it's like optional there. In America, it's like you gotta, or you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, because in Canada they do get like minimum fucking wage versus
Yeah, right.
in America where it's like slave
Yeah,
labor.
you get like $4 an hour.
Love that indentured servitude.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know why servers are allowed to pay jack fucking shit in America, but like everywhere else in the world, it's like, yeah, we want you to live like human beings. Why not? Like, your entire salary is dependent on the goodwill of others, right? Like, shit.
It should just be like a commission, right? Like they should, if the table buys like 40 steaks, they should just get like a portion of whatever the margin is that the restaurant would make off those meals.
That'd be interesting.
That makes the most sense.
I feel like in some places they do because they have like that forced gratuity shit. But it's like, dude, you go to a restaurant, it's like, okay, I want to get like one wine. Okay, like, okay, cool, give me like a glass of it. And then they'll look at you. I'm like, you don't really do all that much. I'll be honest. Like, you kind of just like uncork, poured it out, and called it a day. Shit.
He's taking a drink. He's unmasking. He's unmasking.
If you guys look very carefully at the reflection, you can see his face. Actually, you kind of just
Enhance,
like,
Tara. Enhance.
Sorry about
Zoom
that.
in. Enhance.
Tara, give us like the AI enhancement.
Give him a face. Give him a face.
So I was following like this one thread on Twitter. So like I don't know if you guys have been following it, but like this one Twitter user known as BX Bullet TV. So it's like she posted this thing where like this one user like took photos of like their like 3-year-old kid.
Oh,
and shit,
I
like,
saw
shared
that,
it around.
dude.
What?
So Twitch scammer / child pred rain plasma. Tara's gonna have a fun time beeping this shit out. Who took a photo of my 3-year-old and blackmailed me with it? Admits to it live on Twitch.
I saw that.
I saw the admission
Yeah,
clip.
yeah. So when I saw that clip, I'm like, is that guy real? So like, obviously, I went to his channel and it's still like up there. So it's like, you think after you admit something like that, Twitch would fucking have you deleted
that's
and removed?
insane, dude.
Because it's like, okay, if you can remove that Gideon guy for doing the L+ ratio, which like, okay, yeah, I get that's the harassment stuff, whatever.
But it
like,
isn't even
it's your
remotely on the
thing.
same plane of
Yeah, like,
existence.
how
is that
reality
guy
as
still,
being as
like-
serious.
Yeah, he was like streaming 16 fucking hours ago.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Like, it's still on. Like, Twitch does not fucking
It's
care,
weird.
it seems. About
transparency of the way that they enforce rules is definitely. I'm on Amaranth's side, guys.
Dude, I do not think they know
Yeah.
what their rules are. Like, they just like
They
do what they
don't.
want to.
No, like, okay, you want to get rid of a guy for fucking saying L+ ratio to another user. Cool, whatever. You removed them for harassment and whatever guidelines, right? I can agree with you if you did that to everyone, right? Like, oh, fine. If all of a sudden everyone who did L+ ratio gone, whatever, transparency. It's like YouTube, you know? I don't like a lot of things that YouTube does, like when it demonetizes or strikes you. But, like, if the strikes are treated equally, then I don't have an issue. But like, if you got somebody like this admitting on your platform so brazenly, it's like, who is there even a moderating team on this site anymore? Like, is like you got motherfuckers watching entire anime episodes not getting removed. You've got motherfuckers admitting to heinous shit like this guy not getting removed. So it's like, what moderation exists? Are they dead?
At least
Twitch
YouTube
empty?
talks to us sometimes. Like they're reachable like through that like team YouTube shit. Like sometimes like you can get things undone. But with Twitch, it's usually radio silence unless you have a direct contact.
I have a really
Even if you have
handsome.
like a direct contact.
I have a really handsome
Go
partner manager now too, which I'm happy about that.
Oh, yeah?
So I've heard.
Yeah, he's super
Congratulations.
handsome. Very handsome guy.
Is that how you like fucking? Is that how you get him to do more of your shit? It's like you're real handsome. You're really
Yeah,
cute.
he watches all these videos. Extremely handsome.
No. Well, evidently
nice.
he does because they were able to like time code my demonetization on the Hassan episode.
Very handsome
Yeah,
guy.
we were
Very handsome.
We didn't even tell you this, but like when we got that one of our episodes demonetized because I said the R word too many times, they like pointed out the exact like fucking milliseconds on when I did it. I was like,
I remember
okay.
Nux mentioned that, and I was like, that was so helpful. Like they gave you like pinpoint moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'd like for the
So we
record
knew
to
exactly.
say I didn't say the R word, just for the record.
Yeah.
Mudahar
I
is a bad. I did not learn from him. I did not take any. Just for the
Oh,
record.
eat my ass! Behind the scenes, this guy says it like way more than I know.
No.
He says all kind of
Cut
stuff.
that out.
He's like screaming because he knows it's so bullshit, and I love it.
Yeah, obviously.
You should have heard the things he said about my race before the podcast.
Bro,
started,
I'm
dog.
from Texas.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Yeah, actually, in Texas, even the cops said that around
It's
me too.
illegal
Yo,
here.
Dude, I was in Texas. I gotta be honest. Whataburger is shit.
I've
Oh,
never
I
had
agree
Whataburger.
totally.
I'm so glad you do.
It's
Like,
terrible.
I remember like I said shit about it that one day, and everyone's like, "Oh, you just never had it when you're drunk." I'm like, "Yo, cat shit tastes great when you're fucking
Yeah,
drunk too. Doesn't
no.
mean that I'd recommend eating
It's
it."
not great. I mean, it's like sometimes it's good. Sometimes like depending on what you get, I guess. But really, the burgers, I'd rather have a Big Mac than McDonald's.
I'd rather fucking eat a loaded 45, to be honest with you. That shit was fucking disgusting.
For some reason, I feel like that's an exaggeration. But
No, that's definitely not an
The
exaggeration.
lead
my
will taste
God.
better. The lead will taste
Bro,
better.
I unwrapped this shit. I'll tell you the best thing I ever saw when I was coming into that area. So this one fucking dude took my parking spot, and I was really pissed about it. So I like memorized every detail of his car. This guy rolls up in a fucking Audi, parks into my spot. First off, when you park your car and you park it slanted, like you take up 3 spots instead of fucking 1, you are a degenerate in society and
That's
deserve
true.
to be fucking ostracized. You are unless motherfucker, you're not even driving like a Hummer, okay? Like a Hummer I can understand, okay? You've already got like a dick that doesn't work. I get it, okay? You have to fucking flex this somehow. This guy parks in. I remember the back. It's some Hatsune Miku like anime fucking like bumper and shit. Like I go to the right, this shit's like fucking all animated out.
I've
like
seen one of
mom's
those.
car. Mom's car was taken to the fucking shop that day, and it was just fucking dripped out in like anime. And this guy goes in, all right, like fucking no regards to any form of anything, gets like fucking 2 burgers, and I'm like, dude, I am having one of these burgers and their shit. How the fuck can you order one more? And then the burger itself is ass because you're like unwrapping it. It's like it's a big fucking burger, you know, it's like a bigger one than you expect, but it's still dog shit.
yeah, and to play the devil, I agree. By the way, fully. But to play the devil's advocate, the one here where I live is new, and it's good. It's genuinely good. The one in Plano where I used to live is old. Shit, terrible, 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 terrible. I'm assuming you were in Houston, right? And that's probably not like a, that's
Mileage may vary.
mileage. Yeah. It's definitely it's similar to McDonald's. How some of them are really bad, but some of them are okay.
I feel like there's pretty good consistency between McDonald's though. Like, it's
Yeah,
not like
generally
Subway.
speaking.
Subway's like really iffy.
It's all sludge, you know.
Yeah, it's all pink slime.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
it's all,
equally
it's
shit.
all sludge no matter what.
Have you guys ever? I've only like had this when I've traveled down there, but have you guys like heard of Waffle House?
Oh, dude, Waffle
Yeah.
House is the shit.
Is that rare?
What it depends on
It's-
like
it's
like
not
more
here.
East Coast, ain't it? It's like
Yeah, they're everywhere in Virginia where I used to live.
but like basically like everybody I talk to who like swears by it, they're like the food sucks, it's unsafe, you will not be respected. Best fucking meal I've ever had at 3 a.m. Like you cannot go there during daylight hours.
This is
Yeah, I
like
heard
3 a.m. because you were like
the meme.
drunk at 3 a.m. Come
Yeah.
on.
I've gone sober. It's still great.
sober 3 a.m. to a
I've never
Waffle
been to a
House.
Waffle House.
Really?
I've seen them. I'll seen them out there.
We're gonna have to take you to a Waffle House.
You have
We're
to,
gonna
dude.
get
You
your-
have to.
I go to bed at
This is-
9 p.m. Too early
Well,
for me.
that's the thing with like some of y'all fucking.
I go to
That's the
bed
thing
too.
with like you lucky Americans sometimes because like you have like all the cool fast food shit, and it's like you like barely take like I go down to America and it's like oh shit you got Chick-fil-A, oh shit you got Jack in the Box, oh shit you got like 19 burger places.
Jack in the
Fuck, I
Box
only have
is terrible.
McDonald's back home. Yo, Jack in the Box is the shit. Don't,
Bro, Jack in the
had
Box
Caleb.
fucking sucks.
The
Jack
only
in the
time I
Box
had
is
Jack in
way
the Box-
worse than Whataburger.
I think
You
I
can buy
was,
2 tacos
I-
for $1.
I fucking disagree 100%. That them fighting worse.
It's got
I
a
had Jack in the
clown on
Box.
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah?
The one time I went.
What is our podcast?
I don't even. What is it? What is it?
We're
have a
clown.
That was fucking
Oh,
evil. That was evil.
True. Dude, Jack in the Box sucks. I think Jack in the Box is like food poisoning central.
I'm gonna be honest. The one time I went to Jack in the Box, I do not remember like what happened inside that building. Like I went blasted out of my mind, and I think the food
depressed.
killed me.
Exactly.
What happened to your Jack? Because I don't know, my Jack in the Box was super fucking sick. It was just like you walk in and it was just like TikTokers like fucking trying to make TikTok videos in Jack in the Box.
Where'd you go?
Houston. That's where I was in.
Oh.
There's a lot of TikTokers. You know, I was at the mall, and like everywhere I went into this mall, like it was like Galleria or whatever in Houston, just TikTokers galore, like doing dumb little dances. Wow. And like I swear to God, I must have shown up in like 30 different TikToks that day with like a disgusted boomer face, like get the fuck away from me. This is wrong.
All like urban population centers got to have like a few at least, right?
Yeah, that's the pandemic. That's the unspoken pandemic that exists.
Yeah, you're right.
Dipshits running around making
only whispered in the halls of commentary videos.
Well, this is the thing about like TikTok, okay? Like at least with YouTube, you have like and Twitch, you have like so many different ways to have like different kinds of content. You know, like cooking videos, like tech woodworking videos, hydraulic press videos. You know, I'm sure on YouTube, if you look hard enough, it'll be like Granny's first meth tutorial number one require. Like you'll find everything. You know, like
I love that.
But
old
on
people
TikTok,
try lean video. It's great.
Yeah. But like you go on TikTok and it's like, what the fuck are you able to do beyond like a dance or something? You know.
So TikTok
and also spread misinformation.
So yeah, TikTok, it's like you got to put some effort in. Like you got to really like hone in on your likes, go through the dribble. But when you do, you get like some of the best like curated experiences you can get.
My For You page is immaculate.
Mine too. Like there's no like too much choice. Like it just shows you something, and if you don't like it, flip again.
Guys, I'll be honest. Like my TikTok is like dead. Like it's the ATF TikTok. Like I feel like every time I go on there, it's just cartel violence. That's all I've been looking at. It's just like beheading.
That's fun.
Dude, it's like it is some scary shit. Like I go on there, like I open up the app like around my family, and it's just like you hear like Spanish screaming and like fucking gunshots going off. Like everyone around me is like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just scrolling through the old TikTok there." Well, it's kind of crazy because like you'll go on there and it's like fucking. It'll just be like these like random like Mexican people, and they'll just be like smiling and laughing. And sometimes all you'll see is like their Federale, like their fucking like Dodge Charger, just like bullet holes scattered across. And I'm like, this motherfucker did not care. They were just having a good time. And like obviously YouTube, we don't endorse anything that the various drug cartels of Mexico do. They are evil, terrible organizations. We're not glorifying them. Bad. But yeah, that's my TikTok page, man. It's just literal like violent cartel shit. That's all it is.
That's very interesting. I haven't gotten those, but you know those prison TikToks,
the food ones.
Oh, where they show you how to make prison food.
Yeah, they show you how they like charge their batteries and like how they like make toilet wine and shit.
Prison life hacks.
Pruno.
They're like one of the funniest things I saw was like prisoners on TikTok doing like trendy dances. It was great.
And they didn't get shanked in prison for that? Oh, it must be low security.
I think they were in their cell when they did it. I don't know what happened after.
Well, how did they get the phones in there? They're like allowed to have smartphones and internet in a jail?
The way they like jerry-rigged the battery was like I forgot it off the top, but it was really like complicated, like how they like were able to get a charge to charge their phones. And usually they like smuggle in older models, from what I know, into the prisons, and like that's how like they're posting to TikTok. I don't know what the data plans are like.
Oh, yeah, probably not that good.
I have to imagine, like, aren't they risking their ass so hard? Like, wouldn't it be easy to identify who had the phone?
Probably.
Yeah,
they show their face, right? Like they have to show.
I feel like it's got to be good behavior type stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, they just let you keep your phone for that?
I mean, probably not keep your phone, but maybe you get one.
You get like an hour or two on it. Like you can use a computer during
Yeah, because they can watch TV sometimes and watch movies and shit.
Well, it might just be that it's not like a high-risk prison, because I'm sure like if you're in a high-risk prison, it's like, no. Like if you're in like organized crime, you never get a cell phone. But if like, let's say you went for like a drug offense, or like, sure, man, you get like a little bit of... that does look like a big-ass gallon joke, but you just probably get a cell phone. But I will say the prison TikTok stuff I love, because it really just like a lot of those prisoners are just like full on MacGyvers. You know, they come up with like wild.
They're so creative. They're fucking engineers.
Dude, I didn't know what fucking prison wine was until I saw it, and I'm like, dude, this shit looks disgusting, and it is disgusting.
No doubt, yeah, it's gross.
Dude, apparently like it's got like the fucking insane alcoholic content, and like I've seen it's like you can go blind drinking it. I'm like, why? It's like, why would you do it? It's like, I got 15 years in federal. Like, it's not like I have anything better to do.
It's like they're like willing to let their underwear mold over just like for a buzz. That's incredible.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of going blind from drinking booze, I got some family back in Virginia that makes good moonshine that'll make you go blind.
How is it? Have you tried it?
For real?
Yeah.
Have you drank some of it?
I have not drank that particular brand of moonshine due to the fear of going blind because of the toxins that are in it. But honestly, moonshine, not that. It's not that good. It tastes pretty bad.
It's just unrefined booze. I don't understand the hype around
My
it.
friend-
A lot of people, they pride themselves in being able to make it like with peaches or whatever, and it has like a peach undertone. It's
got like a
but
tang,
still,
yeah.
even then, I'd
It's
rather eat like peach rings or something.
it's like 160 proof. Like
Yeah, it's wild. It's 80% alcohol.
Well, have you guys ever had like Everclear?
I think once.
That was the one time a drink has ever like I had like one shot of that, like just one shot, and I was gone the whole day. Like I was like because it hits you, you know, like it fucking gets
You got to take a weekend for one drink of that thing.
No, like I remember taking it wasn't a shot that fucked me up. It was like 30 minutes after I took this shot that started fucking me up because it felt like my heart was about to like burn or something, like just like literally like the core of it was burning out like some transformer robot or some shit. And I was like, I don't know, man, I was about to check into the fucking hospital. It's like
That's scary.
well, I did like a bowl with a friend. Like I did like a hit from his bong, and I don't know what weed is nowadays, but he had like some 45% fucking weed or some shit, and I took like one like hit out of that, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Like it burnt my inside, like my lungs were on fire, and like I would say like in like maybe 5-10 minutes, I went from like completely sober to like, all right, I'm just gonna sleep in your house for like the next 6 hours. Like I was gone. I was like drooling like a fucking kid, and I wake up still high out of my mind. And then eventually in like a minute I like snap out. I'm like, all right, now I'm like good to drive and go home, I guess.
Did you have a green out? Did you green out?
I really did. It was the first time I've ever like smoked something, and like I fucking like it feels like the insides of my like body are burning up. Like the vapors are killing me. Like I'm gone. Like I felt like my heart was about to like pop, like my stomach was about to like fucking turn itself out. And I just passed out. I'm like, never again, dude. I'm never, ever getting high. I'm never doing anything like that. That's my like say no. That's my Nancy Reagan say no to drug moment forever.
I've never done drugs, guys.
Never, not once.
Oh yeah,
Not once.
I
Caleb.
I sound
all right, if you
sarcastic.
say that.
I swear to God. On my mom, grandmother, father's life, everyone I know that I love dearly, on their lives, I've never smoked pot, and I've never drank more than one beer.
You've only had one beer?
No, I've never finished a beer.
Didn't you just say you did Everclear?
I've tasted Everclear.
Yeah, that's like 20 beers.
I've never been drunk.
Really? That's
How the fuck are you not drunk after tasting Everclear? I was about to die.
Just
what
like
the
a small
fuck, Caleb?
that's so interesting.
Okay.
Like
All right.
you know, not that there's anything wrong, you know, being like a little straight edge, but I just didn't expect that from you. That's cool.
Well, yeah, I'm not straight edge by any means. I just don't really feel the need. I don't really need like
I
social
respect
lubricant
that.
and stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun.
respect that.
You know,
I'm just really one of those guys where I love like flavors of these things a lot.
Yeah.
Like I remember
I get
a
that.
long time ago, I was like, because I remember like my first time drinking, I was like, this shit tastes like awful. Like it's bad. Because it was the first thing I ever had was like Jack Daniels, and I was like, oh, I can like feel it hit me in the veins.
Yeah.
But then I grew like a flavor like love because I was like, oh, you know, these things are all tasting different. Like it was kind of like a foodie thing. I never drink to like get wasted because I hate getting wasted. It's like I hate not being in control of the body. I just don't understand people who are like they're okay. Like I'm okay with just completely not being in control.
no, I don't like that at all.
But,
I've
like,
gotten like blackout a few times, but it's like
Yeah.
you always wake up with regrets. So you after a few times, you always want to peel it back. It's like,
Yeah.
I've had that
Yeah.
experience. I'm chilling. I like.
Yeah,
I,
I've got,
still-
like,
I,
yeah,
like
you-
I like having a White Claw at the end of the day, though. It's like a nice way to unwind, but not to the point where I'm just like not in control of my faculties.
I have a diagnosed, so it's not made up, right? Diagnosed OCD disorder, where like a lot of the stuff that I do with my body or like put in my body has to be super specific, and like I like to be in control of my thoughts and behavior as well. I think that's like the stem of my
right.
disinterest in it, because I'm not like anti or whatever. I don't really care. I do
Yeah.
I do eat a lot of CBD oil, a lot of it, to help with like anxiety and stress.
Yeah,
and,
that stuff's good for
Right.
it. That's
Yeah.
actually something I wanted to mention with the weed Muda. There's like this meme that like kids whose parents were stoners, like back in like the 70s or 80s, when they try the shit that their kids are toking on, like they get absolutely blasted because the THC content and legal stuff is insane. It used to be like a balance between THC and CBD. Now they're just like loading it up with the shit that gets you high. So it's like the most weed per gram or whatever.
Epigenetics. You know, Alex Jones has a theory that George Soros tries pot once a year
What?
to make sure it's strong.
Got to make sure they're addicted right now.
Epigenetics of pot. They're making it more addictive. It used to be something you could enjoy with your grandmother. Now it'll take over your life, and you're gonna green out.
Do you think Alex Jones just had a hit with his grandma?
Dude, Alex Jones smokes a lot of pot. he admitted
Really?
it in his deposition. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
this wasn't like, oh. I thought it'd be like 100% Colombian that he was on most of the time.
Oh,
I didn't think
fuck,
it was
dude.
the other one. No, I think Alex is like this is gonna sound like defamatory, but I would believe I have a personal opinion that Alex Jones may enjoy a bit more of the Colombian nose candy.
Let's just say
than I would expect.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were completely correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like if it came out tomorrow that like Alex Jones does like fucking coke by the pound.
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't
like,
be surprised.
Guys, this isn't
like,
this
wow.
isn't defamatory. It's Alex Jones theory crafting. It's lore.
yeah, yo, if he can fucking do this shit, everyone else should be allowed to do this shit, okay? If he can come up with the most outlandish theories like the Queen Elizabeth,
Mhm.
I bet one time she had a needle of heroin in her arm. That's how she gains her youth. It's like if he fucking does that shit, I should be allowed to, question. I'm asking questions, okay? I'm asking questions. Does Alex Jones get high?
We need to get him on the podcast, and I'm going to ask him this question. Alex Jones, have you ever tried DMT? And he'll talk for 30 minutes about how every time he goes to sleep, I go on a DMT trip every night when I fall asleep. My dreams are like a DMT trip. That's all he talks about. If you ask him that question, every podcast they ask him that, and he just fucking goes wild.
Well, actually, I think that's a really good question for this podcast. What would we ask Alex Jones as the interview? Because I would love to ask Alex Jones who he hates the most. Because I feel like that. I feel like that's a fucking topic that this motherfucker could go on for like 3 hours about.
I would like to ask him, for one, does he actually think that one shooting with those kids didn't actually happen? I would like to really know whether or not he actually thinks that, or if he's just pandering to his.
I think he actually thinks it. Like the thing about like conspiracy stuff like that is when you jump in. Well, like when you jump into like shit, like
really sad.
It is fucking incredibly sad, but it's like I feel like when you're, because we talked about it earlier, like if you're on like that fucking moderate like non-lizard side, you don't believe any of the shit you talk about. But if you're like a lizard, like Alex Jones may or may not. I'm asking questions. I'm not making a statement again. Then I think you genuinely do believe it, because it's like I think to be that unhinged, you have to actually believe what the fuck it is you're preaching, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's weird, and it's like, did he just? I mean, I really don't. I'm not trying to make excuses, obviously, for Alex Jones because he's a fucking loon. But like,
yeah, fucking
some of the stuff that he has said is very plausible, right? And it's like true, a solid percentage, especially for someone who is crazy, right? I mean, someone who is I think we can all agree is an actual lunatic, and it's stuff that most people don't even talk about. So I really like to pick his brain about what he thinks that he knows, the white papers.
No, but like, okay, so I think this is like a real common thing about Alex Jones. It's like everyone fucking kind of like thinks that he knows what he knows, but I feel like the answer is as simple as this. He like knows exactly how to start it off in a realistic sense. Like he'll start saying shit about the military industrial complex. Okay, not exactly a conspiracy.
No,
I think fucking embryos know about this shit, right? But then he'll go from like that same breath to like, yeah, they can control the fucking weather. You see, they're telling the penguins in Antarctica, like, okay,
Yeah, it's like
all right,
line,
you're losing me
sinker.
now,
He's like-
Alex.
He like gets you like to dip your toes in, and then the vortex does the rest.
Yeah, he'd be crazy on TikTok. Like, he'd be crazy on the misinformation side of that.
Yeah.
Because every time I go on TikTok, man, it's always like, so you guys know the Wayfair shit, right? Like way back in the day.
Oh,
when they
yeah,
had,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
That's from Wayfair right there.
dude, I swear to God, the other
Came
day
with
I
a
was
kid
on
in
there.
it.
Fucking the other day I was on there. It's like, so we all know these are like big like retail places, like just like they temporarily like make something $99,000 so nobody buys it just so it stays in the system. It's just that simple. And like now it's like, oh fucking, we just found this $9,000 baby cabinet in Walmart, and all of a sudden, can you guys imagine? Walmart, big Walmart, is trafficking babies. It's like, okay, shit, calm down. And TikTok lets that shit just go. Like they don't even care. It's like, run around with it. We don't like. It's like literally the Wild West. And part of ways, like I love TikTok for that, because I kind of just hate it. Like when you're on the internet and like they'll just strike you for anything. Like it seems like the misinformation tag that you get struck for is so like vague. Like even on YouTube, it's like, I feel like some of the stuff that we've said in this podcast is alone enough to get us taken down for like misinformation. Like that's how vague the terms are, right? Whereas on TikTok, it's like, oh shit, fucking feel free, King. Like as long as you're not posting your junk to the internet, you're fine, I guess. even then, we don't
Sometimes
give a
they let
fuck.
ass cheeks hang out though.
It's like Instagram, dude. Like Instagram will straight up remove your favorite like adult actors and shit around or whatever. Like I know like a bunch of people who are in like the OnlyFans circles like fucking hate Instagram for that shit because it's like I posted one pic of me in a bikini and they removed me, whereas like some celebrity can and like Instagram just does not care. Like they don't. Inconsistent rules.
I remember like the early
that's-
days of TikTok though, where like the punchline to half the jokes is that like a dude without his pants on would just have like his ass cheeks hanging out, running away from the camera, and that was the whole joke.
I've seen that
shit.
video.
And that was simple. That was simple stuff.
Right.
And now it's like, hey guys, let's rob shit from our schools and like
Yeah, Devious Lick.
Well, remember the breaking in and entering shit? Like kick down someone's like front door and like I'm like
I didn't see
Yeah,
that
like-
one. That's insane.
I love TikTok.
oh, that was like so we're like an hour away from where I live in Canada. The cops like actually had to like do an advisory. It's like, please don't kick down someone's door, okay? Because you don't understand. Like in Canada, you can't like self-defend, so you don't get a castle doctrine to worry about. But I'm like, yo, if they pull this shit in like Texas or something, like kick down your front fucking door,
Yeah,
yo, you're getting fucking 12
You're
gauge
done
to the
for.
chest right
You're
there.
done for, you piece of
buddy.
shit.
Lasered.
Yeah, but it was like even the Devious Lick shit that I kept on seeing back, and I was like, dude, this is just like
Scum.
how is it funny? Like dudes are stealing urinals. I'm like, if my kid stole a urinal and showed up back home, I'd disown them. Like I'm as harsh as that sounds, I'd disown my child for doing something that fucking
Here, I'll
stupid.
be right back.
It's
I'll be right back.
it's very dumb. I'll agree, but I've laughed at a fair few of them. Just like some dude like randomly pans the camera and he's got like a urinal in his bedroom. Like there's something like funny about that to me.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll have like really crazy shit, like they'll steal the fucking school water heater, and I'm like, why? like fucking why? It's a commercial grade heater. How? Like I'm actually sometimes thinking, like, how'd you get it out? You know, like do you like keister stash it? Like fucking escape the school? Like why?
I want to believe like some of the stuff that was stolen was like shit that was already getting trashed. Like they're not actually taking everything that's in those videos.
Yeah, like when they steal like 10 computers and it's like, oh, they were throwing
Yeah.
them out anyways. Don't pretend that you fucking licked it out of
That is something that like TikTok cracked down on pretty fast though, thankfully. Like folks were getting banned
Yeah.
for like even like saying a variation of the word in their tags.
Well, I think they get onto it because like TikTok now it's like so mainstream that like every time they do some really stupid shit, they're like the first ones in the news.
Yeah, if
You
it
know,
gets
it's like the
headlines, they
first
don't want it.
ones. What it? Oh my
Oh,
god!
good. Is that a sink?
Oh fuck my life! That's a urinal.
That's a urinal.
He's bringing a fucking urinal to the party. This is why I love him so fucking much. Look at that.
He's got
Look
he's
at
got a
it.
prop for every occasion.
He has a urinal for.
Dude,
Why do you have that,
dude, you're
Sorry,
just
what?
Why
You're
do
just
you have the urinal?
you're pulling this shit from
Why-
hammer space, dude.
Huh?
Why did you pull it? Where did you? Why?
Hey man, they're pretty cheap online. You know.
Oh, did you buy it for a video? You bought it
Yeah.
for a prop, didn't you?
I did,
Oh,
yeah, I did.
exactly.
Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
reminds me like something I did. Like it wasn't really a prank or for a video. I just wanted to waste $200. So I did like a Secret Santa with some friends, and the limit was like $20. But instead, I spent the money on like a $200 sink that he couldn't install because he lives in an apartment. And I told him that it was like dangerous and he should open it outside. So like when he undid it, I could say, "Yeah, I wasted a whole lot of money on this. Let that sink in." Oh, for that bit.
Okay.
Genius. You're a genius. You're a visionary.
Did you guys hear about what YouTube CEO fucking just said
What?
4 hours ago?
Uh-uh.
Actually, during this, the company will explore NFT features for videos.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's becoming a thing here. YouTube is exploring adding. Not here. Let me just sign into this so we all can read it. I wanna share this.
Anything that businesses start to do just gets fucking ruined.
Well, look at this. It's like Google makes first serious foray into crypto collectibles. YouTube is exploring adding non-fungible token features for video creators. CEO Susan Wojcicki is. Can we just have like fucking proper like moderation first? Although
Yeah.
Wojcicki didn't say anything what her team is planning or what marks in the alphabet, it's like it's becoming involved in the cryptocurrency collectible. Several of YouTube's rivals have already jumped into the trend, like Twitter, which allows you to post NFTs as profile pictures. NFTs digital. So yeah, they're getting into the trend. But can I also say something real quick? So you can go onto NFT people, right? Like the fucking monkeys on Twitter. So can you just download their image, right? Like just download her from Twitter,
Yeah,
and we can go
JPEG.
to OpenSea. You know what we should do? All of us. I mean, like, I'm not even joking. After this, we should go to one monkey profile picture, download their profile picture, go to OpenSea, mint it ourselves in the collection. Go fuck yourself, and then we can just be part of the NFT crowd. we can just have like their NFT profile picture. Granted, it's not the same one, but like, what the fuck?
Who's gonna know?
The hexagon profile? Yeah,
Just
you're
mirror
gonna
it.
click on it and like, well, even if you click on it and like look at it, the collection is hilarious. It's like, go fuck yourself. I don't care. L plus ratio.
Yeah.
That could be it. It could be part of the L plus ratio chain. Like everyone opens like L plus ratio. I stole your fucking
L plus
NFT,
ratio
John.
collection.
Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm
Fucking
down for
find
this.
and sue me?
Sounds fucking
I'm
smart, dude.
I'm actually down to like I don't know what the lawsuit stuff is around it, and frankly, I don't care. Like, what's the NFT bro gonna do? Sue me with their like crypto money?
I love
You're gonna have to cash it out.
I love crypto podcasts. Have you guys ever seen a crypto podcast?
No.
God, no.
Yeah, no, you
No.
just don't.
It's like,
It's
no, no.
so it's like the peak. I keep trying to think of. There's a book called The Rise and Fall of Civilization, and I forget who wrote it, but it's like there's so many all these folks, man, who are just betting on this stuff that just is so. It relies on fundamentals that can be taken away in an instant. Right. So these things that people just their entire lives and identities get based on they're not real. It's real, but it's not real.
Me with YouTube.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with YouTube. It can just be taken away. Like YouTubers that they move to LA and then they live in their own little fucking bubble. It's the same shit. You know,
I'm
it's
so
like,
glad I never moved to Los
dude,
Angeles.
I'm so glad they lose their grasp on reality, whether it's crypto, YouTube, TikTok, to a fucking T. And just all sorts of stuff. There's nothing in reality that they can base their lives or identity on, and it's just so cringe. I feel sad for them.
I think when you go to the LA thing, and it's really like important. I remember years ago, like there were so many offers that were tossed my way from like other creators. Like we should do like a content house and like just get a mansion in Los Angeles, because it's like, and this is for like anybody younger that's watching. Anytime like you see somebody get like a mansion in Los Angeles, they don't buy it. They obviously just rent that shit, and it's the rentals like nowhere. Like when you get like 5 good like creators coming together, the monthly cost for the mansion is like not that much, you know. But it's also like, is that really what you need to like fulfill yourself? Like, is that what you need to like tell you that you made it? Like, dude, I'm just fine waking up, scratching my balls, ripping on some loser on the internet, and like calling it a day.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I like having like my double life thing, because like I could just like sign off and I'm gone. Like it's nice.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
when I go outside,
I get recognized
folks don't
every
know me.
time I go outside now. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I don't.
do you?
I just like
I
a lot
really
of
do.
people
It's
ask.
very strange.
I don't really have an intention of face revealing anytime soon, because like I'm doing fine and I really like the anonymity. It's great.
Yeah, it feels like you can be allowed to like, because I know that like I can't be like full edgy. I know me and Caleb can never be like full edgy anymore. Like we used to be a lot more. I would say I was definitely.
Yeah, I've never really been on YouTube super edgy, but in real life, no doubt. The filter that has existed for a long time, out of respect, by the way, not because I have to. It's out of respect for people. Okay, so it comes from a good place, good
That's
intent.
good of you.
Because I do respect people in general. I say all sorts of terrible shit as soon as the cameras aren't rolling, and also stuff that Tara can probably admit to that is cut out from the videos. So,
Oh yeah.
I say some really fucked up shit.
No. So I get the same thing. Like sometimes I edit a video and I look through it like 20 times to make sure I didn't like leave in a really fucked up joke.
Yeah, dude, my jokes are terrible. They're fucking horrible.
Do it.
Like I got like a slight edge in my videos, but I like am able to like just say like more disgusting shit, like really weird sex innuendos. Like I think like that goes over better, because like my family can't see that. But also I made
Does your family know though?
I mean, yeah, they do. But like lore wise, I don't have a family. I just kind of exist in a void.
Lore wise.
Yeah, that's
Lore wise.
yeah. When like viewers
pretty
ask, I
sick.
don't tell them the truth.
Yeah, no, I do. I have a good filter just for out of respect for people, but like, you know, I say a lot of fucked up shit.
I did make an Astroworld joke in the last video I made, so that's probably toeing the line.
Well, yeah, I did the same thing too, because I remember I was like, I said like the highest in the room joke or something. I was like, I made a joke about it, but like,
Yeah.
I got called out. Like I had it in a comment section for sure. And I'm like, I don't. Give
I
a
just
fuck.
got the skull emojis, like, which is like the equivalent of putting a laughing emoji.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, dad.
I don't think it was that bad.
100.
Like the joke I made, it was like that metaverse rave thing, and I was like, "That's the deadest crowd I've ever seen," including Astroworld.
No. All right, that's more fucked up than what I did. Jesus Christ.
The one that I made one recently that I was really worried about, where I was playing with that really long barrel pistol right when I first got it a couple months ago. And I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm on the set of Rust. And I told Tara to cut it out, and she didn't. And I was like, oh fuck, man. That's so bad. 'Cause it was like right after, and it was in the first minute.
Oh my god! Did it get monetized?
Yeah, it got monetized, still up. People didn't really seem to even notice. They didn't get it, I guess.
Yeah, see, you're like, you kind of, you were shooting your shot and you hit it like Alec Baldwin, bro. Good shit. Congratulations.
That is so tragic too. I mean, it's got suck.
Dude. I mean, like, I remember when I landed in Los Angeles. This is for like the whole VidCon thing, and like it was just all over my Twitter. Like I was like, why the fuck is Alec Baldwin like trending? Because immediately I'm like, so I have like my moments, like my little like. I my ND moments where I'm like, oh shit, maybe it's like a new Mission Impossible movie or something. Ooh, wow, I can't wait to watch it. And then I like click on it and it's like, that one like Twitter meme where it's like the smiling troll face. I can't wait to log into Twitter.
Oh boy.
And then it's like just sad.
My favorite YouTuber is trending. I wonder why.
Yeah, then you click on it, it's like, no. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh fuck, that is not good.
Yeah, that's really
that
bad.
is bad.
Sucks for everybody.
It's like
the
the Sky Does Minecraft. Have you seen the Sky Does Minecraft shit?
Didn't look into it that much.
Oh my god, dude, he's got like crazy allegations about him coming around, right? Like it's like really like fucked up allegations.
Damn.
Like some real manipulative. It's Sky Does Minecraft. So again, I don't like, the only reason I don't want to get too hard is I don't know like both sides of the story, so I don't really like jump into it. Like it's not it's also really dark shit to cover, but it's like, again, just literally because Kwite said like, oh, my favorite YouTuber's trending. I literally saw like fucking him trending and I was like, oh shit, why would like Adam trend? And I click on it, it's like, just once you see the Google Doc, it's just all over. Like it's never good. Like, and then I clicked on it, I was like, dude,
one of his friends, or like
it was a ex-partner of his. And to be fair, like, look, I talked to him like behind the scenes, like Sky Does Minecraft. Dude is a fucking wild one. Like, I've only had good interactions with him, but like there would be times where he'd call me at like 2 a.m. and we talk about like how crows are like government, like he like fucking full into the conspiracy stuff. Like he sent me this one. I want to dig up this one graphic. I might just send it to Tara after this. It's just like an entire web of like conspiracy, like fucking, it's just like normal conspiracies and they like link through the multiverse to like the other sub conspiracies. Yeah, dude, it's like, it's a maze. It's literally a fucking maze. It looks like just a goddamn labyrinth. I was like, dude, like he like genuinely is super into the conspiracy shit, like hardcore. Like he was like sending me like videos of his like him working on art and like just like music and like how the crows were watching.
I remember when he first kind of seemed, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but it seemed on Twitter as if he was manic at some point, like many years ago before I was even remotely relevant. And then he posted a bunch of music and stuff. And then I just kind of like didn't pay attention to anything he did for years and years. And then someone shot at him or something like that. Someone shot at his car.
I heard about that.
Something like that. I really don't know, but it seemed like he was having some kind of crisis and he was posting it on Twitter. Don't exactly know if that's true. It was probably in 2015. If that did happen. I don't know if I'm just making that up.
That was like during his music career with like,
yeah,
I think he was like doing the rap beefs or whatever with like KSI and shit.
Yeah, and then like his kid was like in those videos, wasn't he?
I want to say yes. Again, I was like super far away from like,
I was.
Yes,
it's been a while. Like my most standout memory of Adam is like he asked me to play Fortnite once, and then we didn't.
Nice. Why didn't you play Fortnite with him? You ghosted him on fucking.
No, I said yes. He didn't. I said yes. He didn't get back to me.
Aww.
Hurt my feelings.
You know what? I'm gonna like fucking airdrop you one of those like Bored Apes Yacht Club as a permanent reminder of how you ghosted him. Yeah, I feel like if you have a crypto wallet over there with like a Bored Apes in it, you're just basically like asking to fucking get out of here. How long are we betting on Nikocado though? Just to keep things like in that dark perspective, how long are we betting
to
on
be
that?
alive?
Yeah.
So like I've been doing a lot of research the last few months, and every time because like the videos do extremely well, obviously. And my audience is it's a different audience than I used to have. They like series kind of. And like they continuously ask for the same thing, because generally speaking, I can do something different and make it more interesting. And with all that I've learned on Nikocado Avocado, I don't think he's going to die from all this. I genuinely don't think so. I think the dude has a genuine set in stone game plan and he's playing 4D chess. Because he's talking.
You think he's just gonna drop all that weight all of a sudden?
I don't think he's gonna drop all the weight just suddenly. I think he's gonna make it into like his very own TLC type situation where he's because he saw how well the oxygen mask did for him. That made him like, or the fucking
CPAP
sleep.
machine?
Yeah, CPAP, exactly. My
Did
grandma
great for
used
us
one of
too.
those. Yeah, exactly. So and then he kind of bet on that. That did super well. I definitely think there's going to be some kind of scare, whether it's manufactured or not. There will be some kind of scare, and then he'll have to act out of desperation, quote unquote. If it's just a character, we won't know until he does it. Then he'll lose all the weight, and then he'll be back in everybody's good graces. Maybe that's what he kind of expects, I believe. But
yeah,
he's definitely.
I don't know if it's that easy though, man. Like this is
nutritionally speaking, he's very well aware of what he's eating, and he keeps a close. Like some of the stuff that he says 40 minutes into the videos where no one is watching, especially not commentary YouTubers, they don't fucking care. He talks about anti-nutrients and stuff. He obviously has either a very smart nutritionist who's like on the cutting edge of that kind of stuff, or he himself is very well educated when it comes to nutrition, because what he is doing is by far the safest way to be incredibly fat and obese and make a lot of money. And
he did used to be like a vegan. Like he was like really tight about the nutrition stuff. So I definitely haven't done the research you have, but even just the way he will like respond in those like, talkbacks to like critical or whatever, he's like purposely obtuse to the point to like rile up more discussion. Like it's very intentional.
Yeah, he's super intentional.
Well, like I'm one of those people where like I'm in just the camp where like everyone's kind of like, oh, he's being so. I'm like, dude, he knows what he's doing. Like if he dies doing it, I kind of like, I'll feel bad about it, but I'm like, I don't. It's not like I didn't expect this shit to happen.
If he died, I wouldn't be surprised.
To be fair,
for sure.
Even if it's manufactured, it doesn't make it any less fun to watch. I'll be honest.
No.
It is fucking hilarious.
Great.
His character is so funny.
It's
like
great.
The way that
great writing.
The way that he was in like Las Vegas or whatever, like in his like penthouse, like watching. Look at all these ants below me going to their labor jobs. I'm like, yo, I fucking love this man.
He's fucking funny.
He's like, I am rich and famous and I'm fat. And it's just water weight, and like, look at all those ants doing nothing. Imagine being poor plebs down there. I needed the fucking CPAP machine. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker is hilarious. Holy shit.
He genuinely is funny. He really is.
He does not give, and like I love like he creates a Nikocado cinematic universe. So it's like you get like a bunch of these like people who like kind of edge into the mukbang territory, and like a year down the road they're just as big as him. Like fucking, they might start eating some ramen and Cheetos with them, and then like a year down the road it's like, oh, they're not eating ramen, baby. They're inhaling that shit. They don't give a fuck.
They're like grinding it up and like slurping it through a funnel.
Yeah, he's like a gateway drug to obesity for some people.
They like
who are
pushing the food down their throat like you reload a musket.
mainly.
You can like stick it in there.
Yeah, like it's and like listen, I don't like, obviously I think the content like is bordering on like self-harm territory, like very much. Like there's no way, like when I see his mukbangs like 6,000 calories and it's just like fucking 20 pizzas. It used to be where like, I used to look at him like, oh, he doesn't eat all the pizza. He probably eats like a slice or two. And then I watched one of his videos. I'm like, oh, he fucking eats it.
His stomach's got to be the size of like a soccer ball by now.
He's got a big old belly.
His stomach, is fucking like. I feel like if he had like, if I eat like one medium pizza, like I feel bad, like from a restaurant. Like if I just didn't eat the whole day, I'm like, all right, I'll order a pizza and I'll just fucking inhale it, and I feel like shit, and it's a medium pizza, and then I'm like, oh shit, this is like a breadstick for Nikocado, like in comparison.
I want pizza.
Right?
I love me a Chipotle burrito, but if I finish that really fast in one go, like my stomach starts talking Morse code at me, like it's angry.
It's like you got to go to the bathroom there, and like for Nikocado, like he's like, I lost like 1 pound. Let's go to Subway's and get like 17 veggie sub.
He dookies. Did you ever guys seen him dookie?
Yeah.
He poo poos. He poo-poos in his chair.
Seen him.
He would never.
I've never seen him. Oh, I thought you like saw a picture of his shit. I'm like,
No, I did. One of my thumbnails is of his shit.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he shit in his chair during a mukbang. Yes.
This is a morbid Nikocado. Not morbid, but it's disgusting. So I did like one of the OnlyFans reviews on him, and one of the pictures, like the most famous one, is the asshole, right?
The bussy.
Yeah. So me and like my friend group were like ping ponging that picture to each other, like just trying to essentially rickroll each other, but with like Nikocado ass. And like I've seen it so many times that I know the exact shape of the cheeks. And sometimes they'll just like draw that in paint and it's like, you know what this is. And then you think of it again.
It's shaped like something else. It's not circular, but
it ain't a regular ass. It's a different ass.
Butthole. Yeah, it's cavernous and it's triangular almost.
My thing with
So good.
Go ahead.
It's like how you know how like if you take
you're-
like the cheeks, like a side shot of the cheeks, like it like sticks
Yeah.
out more. It's like if you had two separate asses pressed up against each other, but they're individual butt cheeks.
Yeah, it's disturbing. Yeah, it's very strange. Very odd, guy. Very strange.
I know with my experience on the Nikocado front, and the only nude that I've ever seen him, I've seen his cock like full on. And this is I actually stopped talking to my brother for like 2 weeks because of this shit. Because like my brother sent me this like image of like Nikocado because I made this video about Nikocado avocados. He's like, oh, this is like I saw your video, and he like sent me this like image, and it was like normal at first. It's like this is my sub, and then he like pans it over. It's like this is Orland's ass, so he like spanks a little bit. I'm like. And then it's like, this is my cock. And then it's like down. I'm like, this shit looked like a fucking squirrel forced into a fucking sock for a second. I'm like, God damn. And I'm like, yo, I can't talk to you anymore. I can't open up your Snapchats anymore. Cause like cause it's like a Snapchat. He sends me like a fucking Snapchat and I like open, I'm like, dude, there's no way. I'm like, I'm not going to open up your social media shit anymore. Okay. Cause I'm not being assaulted with Nikocado's like dick and ass.
It's
disturbing, broken.
It was he's good to fuck. Like let me tell you, he's a big boy.
I've seen I've seen all that stuff because I bought the OnlyFans. It's just worse that I like paid for it.
How much did you pay for it again?
It's only like 20, 25, which like.
Did you put that in your tax write-off?
Oh yeah, so hard to
I read
explain to my
mine
accountant. I bought so much porn that I had to like explain to them.
Yeah, I do my own taxes, so I don't have to explain it to anybody. But I accidentally paid for Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans for over a year.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Did you just like leave the fucking
I just
billing run
forgot.
on or
Yeah.
something?
I forgot.
I every time I'm like done like writing one of those
You're a
OnlyFans
fan,
videos,
dude.
I like take my credit card off the account I use so that I can't do it on accident.
Yeah, it's smart. I do that now. But my OnlyFans account, Big Hairy Tall Chungus Wiener, subscribe to.
That is what it is?
That is exactly what my OnlyFans is called. I
just hate how OnlyFans is like a gateway. Like OnlyFans, dude, I feel like the hustle on there is so it is like the smartest like OnlyFans girls I've ever seen is like the ones that make their shit free.
Mm-hmm.
And so you click on their free, right? And like you join in and they're always hitting you in the DMs like unlock this post for $20. $20 for like a fucking minute long video?
Yeah,
bro.
Dude,
like
how
they're, like,
horny
hitting
do
you
you
up
have to
person
be? Yeah, like how horny do you have to be to like fucking click on a minute long video? Like you got to be like coming in Mission Impossible time, you know? You got to have like a theme like dun 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 dun, like as you're like trying to make this 1 minute video stretch out. You got like a $20 paywall? Like what? Dude, and it's like I feel bad. Like there's YouTubers out there with like fucking Patreons, like they're making banger content. It's like, please give me $1 to my Patreon, and I'll make some great document. $1. She's fucking asking for 20 for a minute long video, flicking the bean. I'm like, God damn, there's no sense of economy on the site, and people pay for it.
I gotta say,
it's insanity.
This might sound like a plug, but it's not. Like the most ethical business model I've seen on OnlyFans is Jenna Lynn Meowri's. Like she like gives away like good shit for free. And like you can like buy stuff if you want. Like you to get the whole value out of it, you don't need to.
Jenna, oh shit, I fucking ghosted her by mistake. Fuck, and now you just reminded me of the name. Shit,
I'm
She,
putting
like,
a video
hit me
up with her today.
Oh hell yeah!
We should get her on the podcast.
I can easily.
She like hit me. She hit me up for like, oh, you want to play some video games? I might hit her up back for like playing Ready or Not, that like SWAT game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, get down and do
Is it
But
good?
like, she is genuinely. Oh, it's fucking dude. It's an addict. If I'm not doing video or like business work, it's just Ready or Not time. I'm like, well, let me sign on to some Steam and pretend to be in Waco again. Like, that's what I do. So
That's
fucking-
funny.
No, I'm into that. Like, but like, yeah, no, she like genuinely, she knows the Instagram hustle for sure, 100%. Like anybody that like makes you pay $10 up front, fucking stupid. No one's gonna. You have to like, it's like a local crack dealer. You know, you have to like get them into it. You know, you have
Yeah,
to, like,
you need
guide them in.
convince them. Like you got to market yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and that's those are the ones you hear where they're like making fucking $1 million a month on OnlyFans, like some obscene fucking amount of cash.
Yeah, it's like Karina Koff. Like people were talking about in comment sections how like they wanted to fuck her for years. Like she was capitalizing on a market that had already presented itself.
And she made a crap ton.
Yeah,
of
good for
fucking-
her.
I think she's probably like she's definitely like fucking girl boss type shit on OnlyFans.
Probably second
the
richest
weird thing
Vlog
is,
Squad member.
Like, interestingly enough, people shit on them for it. Like, oh, look at them, like fucking getting money out of these people. I'm like, I don't know if I can be so mad at the person operating the business than the person financing the
No,
business.
I'm pro. Yeah, it doesn't.
Me too.
I don't understand why it's a bad thing.
If you give money to these, like, if you give money to the girls on OnlyFans, like, I think it's more of like you, right? Like, obviously, you're giving them, like, you consider it to be a worthwhile service. I'm not going to sit here and like fucking chastise them. Like, I think anybody in that situation, you know, like if they saw $1 million a month, would probably be inclined to do that shit. Again, like, I don't know how deep it goes. Like, I mean, I've seen like varying things on OnlyFans, like Nikocado's asshole, and then, you know, gangbang queen of Philadelphia or some shit. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of variety.
you know, yeah, very, very like
Results-
very varied platform.
Results definitely vary, but like I think the biggest problem with OnlyFans is like you only hear about like the major success stories, and that like convinces like some girls who are 16, 17 about to turn 18 to like, I can immediately make an OnlyFans and like make
Yeah, I've heard
10K
of
a
that.
month.
Yeah.
And like that precedent is like scary to me.
It is, because it's like the Hollywood thing, right? It's like fucking, it's like back in the day they would go on to like California and it's like, I can be an actress, I can be this and that, and like now it's going to get really fucked up because it like it opens up a pipeline to like predation and shit like that, you know, or like
Yeah.
they're making some pretty bad like decisions. And like, I would say, all right, like this, if you're going to do an OnlyFans, you better make sure it succeeds, because once you commit to that line of work, you stigmatize yourself and you're basically cutting yourself off from like any other employment opportunity.
Just take the Kwite route.
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
yeah.
was
Just
gonna
be
say,
a lot of
like,
girls that are like that.
Some people have figured out how to like only monetize certain parts of their body, like just straight feet pic OnlyFans. Like you don't see the face; it's just the toes. So it's.
I wouldn't know
Does
nothing
that
about
work
that.
though?
I'm sure like some people have hit that niche, but I don't think it's easy these days.
I don't have a foot fetish.
like-
I wouldn't know.
It's like he has a foot fetish.
I don't know.
Dude, you like said that he said it's okay to be honest. Like
I
it's
swear
a
I
safe
don't.
space.
I promise I don't. It is funny though.
Pretend
That's
I'm
like a running meme in my channel. Every time there's feet, Speaking of the editor,
Sometimes
I'm going to tell this story really quick. Super embarrassing for her. I was making a thumbnail yesterday. Did a Discord dating video with Tara. We were like setting her up on blind dates for all the people on my Discord. It was really funny.
I saw that. Yeah.
And did super well. And I told her to take a picture so she could send it to the group chat so we could make a thumbnail. And I was like, "Yo, the next one, put your foot in the image and stick your tongue out." And I was just joking, right? And she fucking did it.
Oh god!
I was like, "Oh my god, dude!"
She did it, dude. She fucking
Full commit.
I have the
made
image. You want to see it?
happen.
Just kidding. I can't show it. She'll be so mad. I almost tweeted it though. Tagged her.
Well, speaking of it,
Poor
boys, I
Tara.
think we're at that point of like 1 hour and 30 minutes.
It's a good ending.
So it is in
Good
fact.
story.
And you know, it is a better ending than being Logan Paul and losing $3.5 million on Pokemon cards.
And then who knows how much he's lost now because of the Bitcoin crash.
Oh,
don't
Fat
even.
L's, fat L's, bro.
yeah. I'll say this was a footing end. Sorry.
What the fuck? You're the pun guy
Well,
now. You're the pun
I
guy.
know he is.
Yeah, so I have
Ever
a kid on
since-
the way.
Ever
By the way,
since we lost Nux for this one, shit. Well, before we end though, for sure, we want to thank Kwite for showing up.
Yeah, thank you,
100%.
man.
wanna
yeah. Thank you
plug-
for having me.
You want to plug anything? You got an OnlyFans you want to plug?
Nah,
Feed pics,
I'm
18 plus.
I'm quite everywhere. Stream my new song Pest because I know everybody loves YouTuber music. I'm awesome. Thank you guys for having
Hey
me.
man,
Wow.
there's two. Listen, there's two routes YouTubers take. I'm glad you picked the music one. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, groom minors or make music.
Yeah, it's like one of the two. So I'm glad you picked you picked the music one. That's a smart option. Obviously, you can follow Oompa at Some Ordinary Gamers. That's his YouTube channel.
Follow
And you
Muda.
can follow me at Oompaville, and that's my YouTube channel. We had another co-host, but he died because of this crazy storm that happened.
He literally died
in
too.
Montreal.
If you think
he
about
died.
it,
Nux is gone.
he's a PNG. It powers out. He's dead.
I don't care if he died. He flaked on his shift. He doesn't get the plugs.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Follow him on follow him on
Pinterest.
OpenSea /
Stick dicks.
Open seas. Buy Nux's channel for
Everyone.
$2.
Cool.
Yeah, oh no, that's a good deal. All right, everyone, take care. This is all of us, and we are out.